Late season, and this is the part where I'm going to get into a little more, everything we do is about being confident. The last 2 or 3 weeks before our biggest meet, and whether that's your district meet, sectional meet, whatever it is, I want kids to be confident. I want them popping off the ground feeling good and happy and all that. Again, it's sort of this, throughout the season, our focus on whether it's confidence or the challenge of the work varies throughout the season. Early season, we're all about confidence. Middle of the season, we're going to work really hard and do some intense stuff. And then late season, we're all about trying to feel good again. So the other thing that I do, and I learned, my college coach was great at this. I mentioned this to some guys last night. We would go to the track and we never knew the workouts. And I know Robert talked about this yesterday, that his athletes want to know, right? And I was the same way. But we would go to the track and we'd ask him what the workout was and he wouldn't tell us. And he'd say, go warm up. So we'd go off and warm up, and we'd come back, and we'd be doing our strides and whatever, and he'd finally call us over, and he'd look up in the sky, and he'd say, we're doing 12 400s today. And we thought he was counting how many clouds he could see, and that's how he decided how many quarters we're going to do. Ultimately what we found out eventually when I got older, he explained some things to me. He liked to watch us warm up because he wanted to read our body language. He knew what he wanted to do over the next 3 or 4 workouts. And if we were popping off the track that day, we're going to run fast. We're going to take advantage of it. And if we were struggling, if we could look like we were tired, he's going to give us a different workout. And so I'm not nearly as good at it as Brooks was, but I try to read my guys. And not only am I looking at them, but I just ask them all the time, how are you feeling? Everything good? Everything's all right? Your leg feels good? You're doing fine? And if a kid says no, or 2 kids say no, or they all look tired, then we change the workout. And again, I'm not saying that every single time we do. Sometimes we do hard stuff even when it's hard. But I try to be really careful. I try to pay attention to them as often as I can. So